And now it's time for the Studio After Dark, featuring local musicians, singers, comedians, and celebrities. And here's your host, Dean Kraft.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Studio After Dark. My name's Dean Kraft. We've got a lot of great entertainment coming your way today. Let's see, we've got NFL Super Bowl champion Gary Clark is going to be here interviewing some of his NFL players, so be sure to stick around for that. We're also going to have some special guests from the ladies from the Lingerie Football League, so be sure to check them out. Jazz saxophone great Eddie Backus Jr. will be here playing with his band Straight to the Point. They're going to be doing a beautiful set. They're actually going to be here for the next few weeks, so be sure you tune in next week to see them. But to kick it all off, we're going to start with a great comedian. He's been around the area. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice warm welcome for John Hurricane.
A new favorite idiot phrase, it is what it is. Aren't you sick of that? It is what it is. That's like the worst excuse in the world, isn't it? It is what it is. It's like, hey, Bob, you're 20 minutes late for the lunch meeting. Well, it is what it is. Guys are getting smart, though. It's like the wife comes up, honey, does this make me look fat? Well, it is what it is. A lot of idiots on TV. Who ever seen that show on A&E called Intervention? Intervention with the drug addicts? There's some messed up people on that show. You know you're messed up when you need subtitles and you speak English. It's like, where'd you put the crack pipe, Mom? And they showed this one poor woman. They show everything on that show. They showed this one poor woman, a multiple addict. They showed her shooting up heroin. Then she did a line of coke. Then she did crystal meth. Then she poured herself a vodka and coke, but they had to blur out the coke can because you can't show everything on TV. That joke's better than that, sir. I know you're grimacing at me, and, you know, it's better than that. Maybe not, I don't know. A lot of idiots in politics, but give it up for President Obama. Won the election, right? I know what it's like to be turned down for a lap dance because you need a lap. I don't blame myself entirely, though. Society's getting bigger, right? I don't know if 40 is the new 30, but I do know that 400 is the new 300. And I like, my favorite is these big old fat white guys that wear the Robert Griffin III jerseys, you know? And they couldn't be, you know, farther away from being in football shape. My theory is if you wear an RG3 jersey and you weigh over, you know, a certain weight, I think you should have to put your weight on the back of the jersey instead of his number. It's like, are you wearing the RG3 jersey? No, RG300. I don't blame myself entirely. My mom saved bacon grease growing up. Who had a mom that saved bacon grease? What was up with that? Not one word about antioxidants, but I got 6 glasses of white trash Crisco sitting in the fridge. Thank you very much. Oh, man. And it's tough. I got to get, you know, spoiler alert, I'm single and I live alone. My mom's getting on me to get married. She's really getting crazy about it. The other day I caught her trying to pass off my old baby photos as her new grandson. I was like, Mom, I don't think you're fooling your big old buddies, all right? I'm wearing a Nixon for President button on the bib. But it's hard to date when you're my age. I mean, age, let alone weight. Talk about age. It's hard to date at my age. I told this one girl that I was 30-something. She said, what's a something, 15? Can you say who's your daddy if you're old enough to be your daddy? I say, I don't know. That's a joke about fathers. You got to include the kids on the... But it's tough to date when you're a big guy. It's tough to read signals from women. Like the other day, I met this girl at the bar, and we started talking. We were getting along great, you know? Things were going well, so I thought I would take it up to the next level, right? I went up to her, and I was like, you know, I think things are going... No, not you, her. I think things are going well. I was just wondering if you wouldn't mind going on a date with me sometime. She looked at me and said, not until you lose weight. I said, that's funny. I was planning on dating you until I lost weight. That was a cruel thing to say to me, wasn't it? I told her, you shouldn't talk like that till you've walked a mile in my shoes. She was like, you should walk a mile in your shoes. Maybe 2 miles. Do some P90X. I said, hey, it is what it is. Well, we'll do a couple more here. I do some exercise. You know, my goal is to exercise just enough so that if I trip and fall in the street, it doesn't look like a heart attack. Just joined a new gym called Cringe, so I'm very hopeful about that. And I went hiking the other day. You guys been up to Great Falls? It's beautiful up there, right? I went hiking on a trail called Difficult Run. Difficult Run. I like this idea of truth in advertising for the great outdoors. Difficult Run, this sucks trail, when do I get to sit down mountain, I'm chafing a hole in my inner thigh valley. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Well, my name is Hurricane. That's about it for me. I thank you for listening. Check out my website, hurricane.com. That's HERRICANE.com. Have a good night. Enjoy the show.
All right. John Hurricane, hope you enjoyed that. Great comedian from the area. Hope you enjoyed him. Right now, we're going to welcome to the stage Mr. Gary Clark, former Redskin, NFL Super Bowl champ. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Gary Clark.
I'm just excited about Redskin football again. And it's been a long time coming for all of us. I got some teammates here as well. They're going to come up a little bit later. But at the end of the day, who's excited about Redskin football again? You know, winning the division, having our first playoff game at home, that's just huge. That's just huge.
Fantastic, yes.
And the reason that they're to this point is because of the people that are sitting here wearing all that burgundy and gold in the audience tonight. You guys just have no idea what you mean to the team. So if you would come up here, Ms. Rippon, and introduce your teammates, talk a little bit about the league as well, and also they're going to be going around picking you guys to come up and talk about the Washington Redskins. So if you would just take over, because you like talking a lot.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Angela Rippon. I just moved to Baltimore. Thank you. I'm here with a couple of my teammates. We have Janine Batcher, Julie Olson, Jessica. Can't pronounce your last name. And then we have Deanna, Tifa, Tashana, and Dickie. So these are some of the girls who just wanted to come out and support, again, these guys and the fans, because, again, it is all about you guys. You know, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing if it wasn't for our fans and, you know, for me, the Redskin fans, which are just awesome.
Hi there. We're actually with the Baltimore Charm, so Gary, thank you for having us, and we're definitely supportive of our fearless leader here, our quarterback. But one of the reasons I wanted to get up here was to actually thank the fans. Please don't key my car on the way out, but I'm actually from Seattle, so I know, hold on. Thank you, it's not my fault, you're right. But one of the reasons I actually wanted to get up here and talk to you guys for a second was growing up in Seattle, the only way to go to games, or to see games, you had to go, because they were all blacked out. Nobody watched the games. Nobody went, nobody supported it. So my mom took me when I was your age. And I was fortunate enough to be able to fall in love with my team. And moving to the East Coast and living here for about 7 years, I have seen such passion from you guys for a team that has had hard years. And whether it's, you know, the top down, whether you feel management or players, what have you, one thing stayed consistent, and that was your love for the burgundy and gold and these players. So I just have to say, being a fan through the thick and thin with my sea chickens, I have to appreciate you guys. And so whatever happens, it is what it is.
And she's here all night.
But good luck on Sunday. And yeah, my name's Angela Rippon. So, but thank you.
Okay, this question is actually for our quarterback, Angela. We would like to know, what was it like growing up watching your dad play football? What made you want to follow in his footsteps? And what has he done to help you to prepare for your football career, your football seasons, things like that?
Oh, thanks, J9. You know, it's definitely been interesting growing up as a Ripon, just because I think sometimes people have this idea or assumption of what it would be like. And I mean, it definitely had its perks. But, you know, with my dad being traded, I didn't really get to enjoy the fact of him winning the Super Bowl in this area. This is my first time living back in this area since my dad was traded after I was born. And it's been unbelievable. The outreach from, you know, Redskins fans, Ripon fans, has just been amazing. Just being out here and being able to feel like what he felt. I mean, obviously not to the same extent, but having to just go through that and the appreciation of it. I mean, when I was playing last season out in Seattle, I had so many people just interested in what I was doing and, you know, why I got into it. And it was just amazing that I was clear across the country and I had, you know, the outreach from, you know, some of the Redskin fans that were all the way out here. So to me, it means a lot being back out here and just being able to come to things like this and appreciate what happened, you know, 21 years ago. Not that a lot has happened since. I guess my passion just came from not really thinking I could do anything with it, but now, you know, having the chance playing for the LFL and making something out of it. So thank you again. I mean, I love being back out here. HTTR.
I'm going to pick another one of the ladies from the LFL because I'm really curious about your league. The lady in the purple, I'd like for you to come up here. And that's good, yeah. So tell me, why did you get involved in the LFL? Why did you want to play professional football?
I've always been like an athlete, you know, always playing sports. I love sports. I'm super competitive. So when I heard about the LFL and like a way to play like sports after college, especially like football, because obviously you can't really play that as a girl, and you can't really be too intense for football. At least that's what I think. So I saw it as a great opportunity just to come and try out and extend playing sports. So I'm excited.
What position do you play?
What position?
I play defensive back. I try.
She's from Texas, but I just want to show you, it's just about football. And this, you're going to love this story. It's just about football. She lives in Texas, but she plays for the Baltimore Charm. So the season hasn't started yet, so they're still practicing now. So their practices are here. She lives in Texas. She lives in Texas, but she comes here to practice with her teammates on her own dime, her own money to come here. It shows you it's all about the love of the game, and I just want to know, like, why do you do that?
I have a passion for sports. My entire life, I've always played basketball, softball. When I was 12, tackle football with the boys. I've broken 3 fingers. I played in games with broken fingers. It's just what I'm used to doing. I have an older brother. He's a type where he's 9 years older than me, and he would take me to the basketball court and say, if you lose, you have to walk home. And that's how I grew up playing sports. And so when I had the opportunity to play in Baltimore, because I played for Dallas, Dallas no longer has a team. And so talking to the coaches and my quarterback, it was a great opportunity. And we don't do it for the fame or the money or anything like that. It's truly a passionate sport, and this is what we love to do. So to come here every weekend or every other weekend, sorry, I just enjoy it. And if I have to come out here on my own money, it's worth it because it's just what I actually love to do. That's my me time. That's when I get to get out and just do something that I love to do. And when you're on that field, anything you could think about, it just goes away. And that's just your time to enjoy life and have fun and do what you love to do.
The 3 chills right there. Yeah. All about the game. And this is Angela Orsini. Angela wants to try out to become one of the Baltimore Charm. So, again, I'm loving that it's just about the game. It's not about if you're a guy playing football, if you're a girl playing football. It's just about the game. And true athletes and true football players, that's all they care about. Like, you could tell when Texas was up here talking, how my teammates were engaged. They get it. It's about the game. It's about how you play the game. And I don't care to come up here from Texas every weekend or every other weekend to practice on your own dime is just impressive. Even if you are from Dallas, it's just impressive. Now, Angela, you've never played football. You're a basketball player. You're a basketball star. You had scholarships to play basketball. Why is it that you want to get involved with this league, and why do you want to try out become one of the charms?
Well, Gary's been working me out for 2 days, and that's about as high as my arms go right now. So thank you. It was fun doing my hair this evening too. So no, you know what, really, I graduated from college in 2007. So it's been a while since I've been able to play. Gary knows I still play pickup basketball with some girls that I coached that are now in high school, and some of my former teammates and stuff. We still play pickup once a week. You miss that competition, and you miss your teammates. I think the biggest thing I probably miss is just having teammates, having that bond. Because once you have them, you never really lose touch. You always talk to your teammates. They're always there for you. And just this past year, I started fitness competing, and just because I missed it. And, you know, I mean, we really have to wear some skimpy stuff on stage. And I'm like, well, the LFL, they're covered even more than I am on stage. So I'm like, I think I can handle this. But it's a lot of fun. I miss going out and competing and being athletic. I've stayed in shape, you know, the last few years, and I love doing it. But it's nice to have something to compete for.
I love athletes. I love people that are competing. I didn't mean to wake you up from your nap back there, but what position would you want your son to play? Notice I'm standing beside you.
Well, first of all, I'm Brian from Frederick, Maryland. Go Skins. I would probably say receiver.
Now, why would you want him to play receiver? Because that's a very dangerous position. It's probably the toughest position on the field.
Nope.
Well,
Was
maybe kind of the toughest position on the field.
No. Now we talking.
Can I get some type of position on the field then? Can I get some?
Yeah, but you know, we get hit every time, so every play.
Yeah. Look down at the number you wearing.
A lot of money.
Look down at the number you wearing.
59 on cut.
That's the position he should be playing.
So are you trying to tell me that my man's lying about his wanting his son to play receiver? Is that what you're telling me, Raven?
Yes.
Just
Defense.
running back.
Now, Raven Caldwell, as you know, was one of the best linebackers that we had that wore a Redskin uniform without a doubt. But I'm going to tell you why you don't want your son to play linebacker. I'm going to tell you right now why you do not want your son to play linebacker or your daughter to play linebacker. Because they're not too sharp in the brain.
Do we have any linebackers over this team?
I'm going to tell you why. Raven Caldwell, when we're playing, when you're playing, when you first come into the league, everybody plays special team. You have to, it's just part of it. It's what you do. Well, Raven, was it your rookie year, Raven? Because you already know what I'm talking about.
No, it was actually my second year.
So he already knew better.
better, right?
Hence again, proving my point even more so. Raven, for
Can I tell the story?
For some reason.
Can I tell the story?
No, because you're going to lie about the story because you can't remember it. Why? Because at the end of my story,
I want to hear
somebody got a concussion at the end of my story. Do you remember it? Take off your hat. Come bring, what's that little scar? Why do you have that scar on your
Can
head?
I tell the story?
Oh, you actually got a scar from that?
Why do you have a scar on your helmet? Go ahead, tell the story then. I'll correct you if you lie, because I know your memory is probably not what it should be.
What Gary's talking about, I actually tackled a guy with no helmet. It wasn't my intention.
Why'd you do it?
We had a special team coach around here.
Hold on, you got to look what it is. It's special team. That's mean I'm running down the field 40 yards on a sprint. It's not like it's from the line of scrimmage I don't have a helmet on. I'm running straight down 40 yards with no helmet on. Now, I'll tell the story a little better, but you go ahead. You get into it.
All right.
That's what he remembers. You know.
We had a special team coach named Wayne Sevier. He was a very tough, hard guy. And he didn't care whether you made the tackle. He wanted you to hustle, be around the ball, even if you don't make the tackle. So I'm running down, covering the kickoff. Me and a guy gets tied up. My helmet falls off. So I'm thinking,
falls off.
So yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to run down there, be around the ball. Somebody else is going to tackle it. But it doesn't happen. I'm running straight. The guy's coming right at me. So
Out of
I'm looking around. Nobody's going to tackle him. He's coming straight at me. And I'm waiting for my guys to come. Nobody shows up.
All right, but I'm going to show you what I would have done in the same situation. I'm going to put this mic down. You'll be the guy running down with the ball. I'll be Raven. I'm going to show you what I would have done in the same situation. This is how I would have made the tackle.
You do not have a mentality of a defensive player, so don't even try, okay?
I'm just telling you, this is how I would have made the tackle.
You catch the ball.
All right. You run.
You are pretty.
I'm coming down. You're running, you're going to run. I have no helmet on. I'm going to show you how he made
I would rather hit somebody. I would rather hit somebody without a helmet than tackle like that.
Please. And we saw the video.
Oh, you seen it?
I've seen the video, yes. It was.
You're coming. Head like this.
No, you didn't.
And I'm going to show you what happened after you made the tackle, though.
He made the tackle, yeah.
Made the tackle. This what happened.
And he actually fumbled.
Went crazy.
He fell flat on his face.
Oh, my word.
Now that part's a lie.
You want your son or daughter to play linebacker, this is all you have to look forward to.
But hey, look at me now.
Hey, if you're playing middle
Because of that,
linebacker,
he got the
you're playing
deep voice.
linebacker, just keep your helmet on.
Wow.
Don't lose
Without
your
a
helmet.
doubt, one of the toughest players had an opportunity to play with. But I kind of get why you did that. Because, I could be a little mouthy at times.
Not you, G.
But after you did that, I never once said a word to Raven Caldwell. He playing good, he playing bad. I said nothing. I was like, he is crazy.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed that interview with Gary Clark and his friends. It was great having them out. We're going to show the rest of that interview over the next couple of weeks, so be sure to tune in and we'll continue. Right now, though, let's continue with some great music. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice warm welcome for Eddie Backus Jr. and Straight to the Point.
Check 1, 2. This is actually the title cut from my new CD. So this is actually the second time we've ever played this out in public. So definitely want feedback. Let me know what you think. It's entitled Living the Dream. Check it out.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the show this week, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to tune in next week. We've got lots more great entertainment coming your way. Don't forget the studio here in Dulles, Virginia. If you have a special event coming up, look us up at thestudiova.com. My name is Dean Kraft. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next week.